Really? All right. In the meantime, we've been seeing all this UN conference going on. All the leaders of the world, a week after the Pope, now they are coming to the microphone, and to a man, they seem to be bashing the United States. The oddity of the last two, including Cuba's leader today, Iran's yesterday, is we've been helping them out a lot, not only normalizing relations with Cuba, but doing a deal with Iran that benefits Iran a lot more than it does us. Let's just say Ambassador Lincoln Bloomfield says, you know, there is no such thing as a moratorium on at least being nice. Ambassador, what do you make of that? It struck me as odd that these two, whether you agree or disagree with their sentiment and their views toward President Obama in the United States, you could say this about the White House: it has helped them both mightily. What do you think of that?
Well, this has been a litmus test. It's been very interesting to see what Iran and Cuba and Russia have said before the world. They could have come and said, thank you very much, we want to get closer to the Americans. Instead, they put forward very self-serving agendas that were audacious in bald-faced misrepresentations of the truth. I think it's because they're repressive regimes, and once you've sort of danced with the Americans, you have to look back at your base and say, look, I'm not getting too close to them. I think what they're really afraid of is that we will sort of connect with their populations and begin to integrate them with the world community.
All right, well, you're the ambassador, I'm not. You're the former Assistant Secretary of State, I'm not. But that doesn't seem very ambassadorial or diplomatic to curse the people who have really helped you out a lot. In the case of Iran doing a deal that even our own leaders have said could imperil us, but certainly helps Iran and frees up tens of billions of dollars, to say nothing of what we've just done for Cuba.
That's right. And, you know, what Iran has put up is a smokescreen. They claim to be following international law. They claim to be the lead nation in trying to denuclearize the Middle East. They took a shot at Saudi Arabia's custody of the two holy mosques, which is effectively tantamount to regime change. So all of this, it seems to me, is a sign of internal weakness. Iran is executing upwards of 3 people a day. Scaled up to the U.S. population, that would be like 11 executions a day, 24/7. And, you know, so I think they're trying to keep us from focusing on the repression at home that keeps them in power by making a lot of disturbances in the region. And the worst thing we could do is to act in concert with Iran in the Middle East or with Russia, who has been barrel bombing Syrians and driving them out. Why can't we just say, on the basis of how you've spoken out in public against us and demeaned us, we think twice about the deal we just scored with you because you sound creepy? Well, that's a possibility, Neil. I mean, I think the Congress could actually get its voice in by authorizing in advance the reimposition of the expiring sanctions if a future president ever needs to snap them back, and also perhaps even authorizing the use of military force if Iran backs away from the preamble pledge to be a non-nuclear weapons power.
Well put, Ambassador, and far more eloquently than I just posited it. Thank you very, very much. Good seeing you.